Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of DML. So today we are going to be hatching our third Divine Dragon. And so we've got the little Hypnos in our hatchery here. So he's taken like 4 days to finish hatching. So we have been waiting a good while to see him in the flesh. But here we go. He's actually super adorable as a little baby, just like the Torch Dragon was earlier. But hope you like slumber parties, because the HYPNOS Dragon's battle style is a real knockout. It'll soon show the Vikings that when you snooze, you'd lose. Literally. And I know that with this guy, when he's in his adult form, if you poke him, he just sort of falls asleep and wakes up sort of thing. But he has the Divine, Wind, and Void element, so he's basically just a better version of the Comet Dragon, if you know which guy that is, which is our little reptile that we normally end up using. But let's pop him in here. And there we go. Dragon number 301 in our Codex collection. So we're going to be heading towards 400 before you even know it. But we got little baby Odin here. Again, he's got a cute little design. I mean, his eye is kind of a little bit creepy at the same time. But I think he's just a little bit tired, you know, because of his whole slumbery stuff, Hypnos, and all that sort of connotation that goes along with it. But we'll level him up into his adult form. I'm just going to put him straight up to level 10 for now, just to give us a little bit of a base with him. But very regal looking dragon, and he's already asleep again. Wake up! Wake up, you buffoon. We're supposed to be taking a look at you. But yeah, very, very dozy little dragon here. As soon as you tap on him, he wakes back up. But apart from that, he just sleeps. Sleeps and sleeps and sleeps away his life in his shiny little divine habitat over here. But obviously this guy, I think there are better divines than him out there. I'd say the Hades is probably still better than him. So the Hermes, Hades, definitely the Zeus and stuff like that are probably still a better choice than using this HYPNOS Dragon in a team. But, you know, if he's one of the only divines that you have, maybe the only divine that you get at the end of the day, you know, still better than having no divines. So those are my thoughts on him for the most part. But we will be retrying for this Aphrodite breed yet again. Come on, game. Come on. You know you want to. Go. Another 8-hour breeding time instead. You know, if the game ends up giving me the Aphrodite on, like, the last day, I'm actually going to stir or cause a massive fit, because I don't want to have to take that long. Like, why give me so many legendaries that I don't want, and then don't give me her? Like, I don't want the legendaries. Take them back. Take all of them. I'm gonna sell my Torch Dragon and every other duplicate I have, and just give me the Aphrodite instead. Like, I've never been able to breed for a divine before, so why would I not want to do it? Like, legit. Come on, game. Be nice to me here. But back on our ever-grinding quest for more materials here, I'm still going up in the rankings. So we've got 1,139 points currently, but I really want to be downgrading. I want to be D-ranking. But because I'm playing the game, like, quite frequently every day, I keep doing all of these enchantment fights and we just keep gaining rating. That's not what I want. I want to D-rank so that we can get some easier fights, so that we can get some more chests, more mats. Simple enough. So why you gotta be like this with me, game? Yeah, if I just didn't play as frequently, we'd definitely easily be going down in ranking, because all of our enchanted defenders are like level 20, something like that. But no, instead we have to struggle through against like other level 70, sometimes a rogue level 80, and it's not giving me what I want, unless you give it to me here. What do we get in the chest today? We got some energy. That's better than nothing. Thank you, game. Thank you. You know, I take a little bit of what I said back now. I actually do take it back. There's level 80 I was talking about. Plus 20 is concerning. Plus 17 is still concerning. Again, if it's like minus 16 plus 14, that generally points to an easier fight like this one here. I am going to hope and pray that this is an easier fight for us. If not, we've just been baited. We've been jebaited by the game, essentially. But that's another thing to look out for when you do enchantment fights. Just look at how many points you're going to gain or lose, because it really does give you a good indication of how good that other player is, or more importantly, what level dragons they likely have. Although I say that, but some fights I've had that are like plus 20s and they only use like level 20 dragons because they've pretty much just taken those defenders out and replaced them. But for the most part, it seems to be mostly reliable. From what I've experienced at least, I'm not sure about other servers or whatever, but it seems to work out quite well in general for myself. So, you know, keep that in mind at least when you are trying to, win a ton of fights in the Enchantment League and stuff like that. If you look out for it, you may end up winning a few more fights. And if I can help you get some more materials, glad to be of service, basically. And what's your final one? Level 44, sweet! This was actually a super easy fight then. Like, max was level 50s. Like, that's easy. That's easy right there. Even our Comet Dragon could do, like, all of it. And again, we got a Comet Dragon here who is just a worse version of the HYPNOS Dragon. So, if I could replace him with the HYPNOS, he'd have a little bit higher of base stats, but, at the end of the day, not really worth it leveling up the HYPNOS, because I'm going to be taking that Comet Dragon out of the team anyway. And I'm still trying to work on what the actual final team is going to be, because obviously we have our Lantern Dragon at level 70, we have our Autumn at level 70, we have the Hermes who's slowly approaching level 70, but if we wanted a proper team, we would have to replace probably our Lantern Dragon with a better Divine version, so I don't know which other Divine I really want to put in its place. We already have Shadow from Andy, so I don't want to use the Hades. We already have Wind and 2 lots of Plant, in fact, from the Hermes Dragon. So maybe I need a Fire Divine, maybe? Oh, I don't know. It would just be so much better if we had the Zeus available, but obviously that's not the case, as far as we're aware. Unless he's available again in the Super Divine chests that are coming out in a couple of days or so. Ugh. I hate the fact that as soon as I decided on my final team, they decided to change everything in the game. Like, it's bloody typical. Typical. It's like, hey, you know how you finally worked out your life plan, and then they just throw a complete curveball in the mix. Thanks for that. Thanks a ton for that, Gameloft. Ugh. It's just so annoying. Why was the timing so incredibly bad? Ugh. Must be like the materials again, just to spite me. Ugh. But whatever, we will fight on, we will battle on further, and hope to goodness gracious that I can decide on something quick, because I don't just want to do what I normally do, where I'm like, oh god, I haven't decided, hee, and then I don't decide on it for like 8 months. Which is definitely a me sort of thing to do, don't get me wrong, but oh, I don't know anymore. I seriously don't know anymore. But let's get all of these fights out of the way. By the way, I don't know why that fight there is called Daddy Issues. That's so random for a fight name. Daddy Issues. Jesus. Getting a bit heated in the comments there, game. And, oh god, I just checked my phone. I have like 10 different messages to respond to. Oh my god. This always ends up happening. I did remember today, though, to put myself as busy so we don't hear the notifications, luckily. But it always ends up happening. As soon as I decide to do a video, or as soon as there's something to, like, do or get sorted, someone always goes out of their way to message me. And I'm like, oh my god, you're just gonna make me procrastinate at this rate? Like, even before this, like, I was talking to people and sorting other stuff out, and I was just like, okay, look, you need to actually go out and do this thing that you decided to do, like, 3 hours ago. It's just so easy to get distracted, especially when people are, like, trying to discuss something with you that's kind of annoying, and then you're just like, oh my god, I have to respond to this because otherwise they're just gonna cause a fit. Yeah, it's just one of those things. And I will permanently get a message as soon as I'm busy, so then everyone goes, why aren't you responding? Why aren't you paying attention to me? It's like, sorry. Sorry, I actually sometimes have things to do. Not all the time, only every so often, only for like 12 hours a day or so. But whatever. We got these fights over and done with, which is good. We've got 1.2 million food. What can we give to Mr. Hermes over here? Can't give him 2 lots, but that does boost him up to level 53, which is pretty good. I'm also going to put him into the academy here. So I'm going to upgrade his wind, and I am going to use Storms of Brewing because I think it's still a better choice than Last Breath, so I'm going to upgrade that. So 12 hours to wait, and then he will be done, skis. That's pretty good. Let's accept our gifts out of here, because the more gifts we accept, the more portal energy we have. The more portal energy we have, the more food in that we can get, which is pretty good. But I'm probably going to leave you guys there. No luck brooding the Aphrodite recently, unfortunately. But at least we do have this new little sleepy boy to add to our collection. And if you're still waiting to hatch yours, you know, I hope time doesn't seem to take too long, because it felt like a whole year since I actually unlocked this guy, and now we finally get to look at him. But no, for now, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.